So to my mind, responsible research and innovation is about a new conversation about research and innovation that takes on board a set of questions that have been ignored up till now. And they're questions to do with not just the uncertainties and opportunities of innovation, but also the directions of innovation, its purposes. Where is it going? Where is it taking us? What sort of futures is it going to bring about? What sort of futures do we want to enable through research and innovation? So that, to my mind, is what RRI is all about. But I'm conscious that the way that it is being used in policy circles by some institutions, we've seen it being used very, very quickly. It's become a popular term of art, and I worry about the speed with which it's been taken up and whether we might be getting a bit too comfortable with it. So my worry is that when you ask questions about the direction of science and innovation, those are intrinsically political questions, and that means that you have to engage with a difficult set of tensions around what research and innovation is for, what things force it in some directions and not others. I think some of those political questions are too uncomfortable for institutions to engage with at the moment. And my hope is that we might get to a situation in which we can have a more engaged political discussion about research and innovation, but I don't think we're there yet. If responsible research and innovation is going to make a difference, it has to manifest at many different levels at once. So it has to manifest at the level of individuals who may be scientists, or they may be individual researchers within companies, say, at the level of institutions, whether those are research funders or regulators or technology assessment organisations, but also at the national and then the international level. And a lot of it is about the general discourse that we have about research and innovation. At the moment, we're in a situation where the discourse about research and innovation is very much one about what can science and technology do for economic growth, right? Which immediately interrupts a conversation about responsible research and innovation before it's allowed to begin. So we have to find ways to advance the discussion at all of those levels. The discussion that we just had, a really interesting question came up, which was about whether responsible research and innovation is compatible with our current ideas about scientific excellence. And I think this is one of those really difficult political questions that we haven't yet come to terms with. To my mind, we need to change our idea about what counts as excellent science. You know, excellent science needs to also include some sense of publicly important science, of relevant science. But the way that we talk about scientific excellence, it tends to be the opposite of that, right? This is science for science's sake, defined in its own terms. So I have this particular sense that if we're going to have a productive discussion about responsible research and innovation, we either need to dramatically broaden our sense of what scientific excellence is, or we just stop using the term entirely.